Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the development at Mammee. Now, China Harbour Engineering Company wants to build some homes, do a residential development out by Mammee on land that was given to them by the Jamaican government. So back in 2012, the Northern Coastal Highway was being built by a French company. Now the French company got into problems and they weren't able to finish, and the project stalled. And then China Harbour Engineering Company came in and said they would finish the project. Now, when the numbers were done, they realized that the project would not pay for itself under the normal terms of how the highways were built in Jamaica. For instance, the normal term for the concession was 30 years, but this highway was given a concession of 50 years because although paying back for the highway would take longer. And the government of Jamaica at the time gave China, or agreed to give China Harbour Engineering Company 1,200 acres of land along the highway. So that 1,200 acres that was given to China Harbour Engineering Company is what they want to now use to build the residential development. But there is a lot of opposition, meetings being held, people trying to prevent NEPA from giving an environmental license for the development. Now, we're going to talk about the agreement that was made when CHEC, China Harbour Engineering Company, got the land. Now, the government that was in power was the PNP. And Portia Simpson Miller was the prime minister. And Omar Davis, or was it Peter Phillips? I don't remember which one, was also involved in the project. Now, where we are today is that CHEC wants to build on the land and people are protesting. They don't want the development. Now, when China Harbour Engineering Company got the land, do you know there were conditions applied to the land? Now, you're not going to believe what these conditions were because it doesn't make any sense for anybody to protest now. CHEC was given the land to develop. And if China Harbour Engineering Company did not develop the land in 12 years, the government would get back the land. The government of the day wanted them to develop the land. Some 1,200 acres of state-owned lands have been promised to CHEC. However, ownership of the properties could revert to the government of Jamaica, were the Chinese company to fail to develop them within an agreed time period. So if China Harbour Engineering Company does not develop that land, the land goes back to the government. Please note that the lands to be provided as part of the concession agreement are provided on condition that they be developed within the time frames agreed. If the lands are not developed, they are returned to the government of Jamaica. Now, that's what CHEC is doing. So if CHEC does not develop the land, they are going to lose it. And people are now protesting that they don't want the land developed. China Harbour Engineering Company built the highway. The highway is built, people drive on it every day. And if they don't develop the land, they're going to lose it. Now you're going to ask, what does develop mean? The 1,200 acres due to CHEC could be used for housing, hotels, and any other development that the operators believe could generate added traffic for the toll highway. The government of the day wanted to make sure the land was developed within a certain time period, and the 1,200 acres due to CHEC could be used for housing, hotels, and any other development that the operators believe could generate added traffic for the toll highway. So I really am not sure what all these protests are about, because the land was given to them. They had to develop it, and they're doing a housing development, which is what the government of the day wanted them to do. And the Transport and Works Minister, Dr. Omar Davis, indicated that CHEC was interested in a 150-acre property near the highway in St. Anne, saying that the Chinese company would invest another US $500 million to build 2,400 hotel rooms there. Davis did not name the property as Roaring River, but the location he identified as situated west of Ocho St. Anne suggests that it was. And that is now the area that is creating all of this discussion. So guys, what do you think? I think this is very unfair to China Harbour Engineering Company. They were given the land. They put a restriction that they had to develop it during a certain time or they would lose it. They said hotels, housing, which is what they want to do now. So if there is an issue, I don't think the problem is with CHEC, because they did what they were supposed to do. They built the land and they built the road and the government gave them the land with restrictions and timetables to build. Alright guys, let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below.